Jane, I'm glad you came in today. My name is Stephanie, and I'm the social worker here at the clinic. How are you doing today?
I'm not doing too well.
Okay. Before we get any further, I kind of want to go into confidentiality. What you and I talk about here in this room stays between you and I. The only time I can actually break confidentiality is if I have any kind of suspicion or, I believe that you are going to harm yourself or someone else. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can't tell DCFS or my family what we talk about in here?
Nope. Like I said before, the only time I can make a report is if I have any suspicion that you're going to hurt yourself or someone else. So tell me, what brought you in today? I see that the social worker from DCFS referred you here for our services. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on?
I don't know where to start. My child was taken away from me from DCFS, and I just feel like it's my family's fault.
Hey, when did all this start?
Well, my family reported me to DCFS about a month ago, before I brought my baby into to the hospital actually, because he just was screaming all the time and he wasn't eating very well, and I was really worried. So I brought him to the doctor, and the doctor diagnosed him with failure to thrive. And DCFS took him away, and I just feel like a horrible parent.
Well, I see this is very painful for you.
I just can't believe this has happened.
Well, you hold a lot of shame and guilt over this.
It's just too much. It's just too much. I can't stop crying. Every day since they took him away, I just cry and cry. I'm just a mess. I can't work. My house is a mess. I don't even care about it. And I don't want to see any friends. Forget it, my family. I've lost 15 pounds. I can't sleep. I'm always awake. It's just, the whole thing just sucks. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Okay, well let's talk this out and let's see where I can help you. Have you ever had any prior involvement with DCFS? Do you have any history of substance abuse or use?
I use alcohol.
Okay. And how often do you use it, and what's kind of your history with that?
Well, I don't really drink anymore. I used to drink a lot to the point of getting really sick, really intoxicated, and I would get so drunk. I basically wouldn't even stop until I got really sick. So the last time that I really drank was a college going away party.
Okay.
And it was really bad. I'm surprised I survived it. It was bad. And basically following all of that, after that incident, I found alcohol to be just really offensive, disgusting, and I avoided it. I started drinking a little bit about 5 years ago, again, and now I just really drink at parties. I think probably the last time I drank was 2 months ago, and that was at a barbecue.
Okay, and do you use any other substances?
Well, I smoked in high school, and I started smoking when my parents got divorced, but I don't do it anymore. I just can't stand the smell. The taste just disgusts me. So, I mean, I don't do it anymore.
Okay. And do you or your family members have any history of mental illness or substance abuse?
Well, my dad has depression. My grandmother and my aunt drink a lot, so I think they're alcoholics. And I think my mom is an alcoholic, or at least was, because like I would find weird things in the house. Like one time, I found a bottle of vodka in a shoebox.
It's interesting.
So, you know, yeah. So I think it was probably from her, and then I was diagnosed with major depression.
Okay, and how long ago was that diagnosis?
3 years ago.
Okay. And did you seek any treatment? Have you taken any medication?
I went to a psychiatrist, and he gave me medication, and I don't know, about 6 months ago, or actually I took it for about 6 months, and I didn't really was depressed anymore, so I stopped taking it. Before that, I saw a school counselor when I was in high school, around when my parents got divorced, and I guess just overall, I don't know, I go from happy to sad. It's just that the sadness just comes and goes.
Okay, and how old were you when they got a divorce?
I was 14.
And did you have any, or do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have, there's 3 of us, and I'm the oldest.
Okay, and what did custody look like for you guys while you were growing up?
My parents lived in the same neighborhood, so we just went from one house to another.
Okay. And do you know why they got a divorce? Was it civil? Was it not civil?
There was conflict, for sure. I mean, they were just always yelling at each other. Always.
Do you know why they got a divorce? What they'd fight about?
It was always money, and my mom was always yelling at my dad because he wasn't helping around the house. I don't know. My mom used to yell at us kids and tell us that we were worthless. I really feel like the divorce is my fault because I didn't help around the house, and I was pretty much a pest growing up. And I mean, both my parents worked a lot, so they were really stressed out all the time, and we just basically never helped around the house. I never helped around the house, and I was the oldest,
Yeah.
So,
Well, money and support are very common challenges for families, and I mean, it sounds like you and your parents were under a lot of stress and pressure.
yeah, I mean, my mom doesn't seem too bad off now. She's gotten remarried. She's got 2 kids. So, I think she's doing well. We really don't have a relationship anymore. And of course, my parents don't speak. They haven't spoken to each other in years.
Do you have any relationship with your siblings? Do you see them at all?
Yeah, ever so often. Maybe I see them twice a year.
Okay. And are you married?
No anymore.
And how long ago did you get a divorce?
Well, I was about 18 years old when we got married, and we were divorced when I was 21.
So only a couple of years. Okay. And do you know, well, I mean, obviously no, what was the cause of the divorce?
We just never communicated, and we just never got along.
Have you ever been in a violent relationship?
No.
Well, that's good. How about the child's father? Are you guys still involved, or?
He's just been so inconsistent. Like, he's been in and out of my life, and then he's never seen my son, ever. Because basically, when I got pregnant, he just, bounced. And I haven't seen him since.
Wow, I'm really sorry to hear that.
It is what it is.
Do you have any other kind of support?
I have my church, but it's really challenging going. So, I have them if I want, but like I said, it's just hard to go.
And why is that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I attend this church, this Protestant church, and I've been pretty involved. But when I'm depressed, I just don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to see anybody. I just basically disappear. And I guess it's been bad enough. And I guess maybe it's because I've been involved. So when I'm not there, they know I'm not. And like they've called me, "Are you okay?" And yeah, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine," but I'm really not.
And what does your depression look like? Like, what kind of things do you experience?
Well, besides not, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Besides not being able to concentrate, I'm crying all the time. I just, I struggle to leave the house. Like I told you before, I can't go to church services. And when I'm like this, when I'm really depressed like this, I don't want to read my Bible. I don't want to pray. It's just really pathetic.
Well, it sounds like you have a really good support system with the church, and they really care about you.
Yeah. I mean, I just, the thing is that I don't know what they're going to think if they ever were to find out that DCFS took my baby away. I mean, and it's all my fault. It's like all my fault. Like, this all could go away. It would just, I don't know. It'd just be easier if I were dead.
Well, I mean, I can imagine that all of this is really hard to take in. And, when you say it would be easier if you were just dead, like, what do you mean by that?
I don't know. I mean, how can I live anymore? My baby's gone.
Have you had suicidal attempts or thoughts in the past?
Just during the time that there was a court hearing for my son's case. Which is why they referred me here. And now, I don't know, my mind wanders about him all the time. And I mean, I just have no idea if he's okay. I don't know where he is, who's with him. I don't know anything about those foster parents. Are they treating him okay? I just lost him. I'm just a worthless parent.
Well, I mean, you have a lot of valid concerns, and I don't feel like you're a worthless parent at all.
I just can't stand the pain anymore. I just can't. I just want to die.
I can see that you're in a lot of pain right now. And you've been through a lot. Let's see how I can best help you. How does that sound?
I guess it sounds good. I just can't stand the pain anymore.
Well, let's work together and try to get your life back on track.
Alright.
Tell me, do you have any goals for what you want to accomplish here in treatment?
I just want my baby back.
I mean, that's reasonable. I can't make any promises that you're gonna get him back. However, we can work towards bettering your life and getting yourself in the direction that you want to head. I can provide you with the needed tools to survive all this.
I don't know. I'm just so tired of all of this. I mean, I'm just so tired.
Jane, I know you don't see very much hope in this, but I do. And, we only have a couple sessions together, but with hard work, we can accomplish a lot. And, we can find alternative ways to deal with your issues. And You know, maybe redirect that emotion, those heavy emotions that you're carrying.
Oh, you really think so?
Yeah, I mean, I do. Let's work on an action plan, and we can see what needs to be done. How does that sound?
I guess. I guess we can work twice a week.
Okay.
Cause I'm pretty open now that I don't have my baby.
Right. Twice a week. So usually I have an hour session, and twice a week does sound good. Can I ask you, how are you feeling right now?
Um,
Are you having any thoughts of killing yourself still, or?
no, I feel better now that we've talked.
Well, good. I'm really glad. I'm glad that I've been able to help you.
Me too.
My last question is there anything else that you want to work on?
I just want to work on getting myself put together and proving that I am a good mom.
Of course. Well, that sounds good. And, I was thinking about it. Do you want me to kind of find any kind of resources for you?
Like what kind of resources?
Well, you can do parenting classes. There's phone numbers that you can call if you're feeling helpless or suicidal.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome, and thank you for letting me help you.
Thank you.